Hi guys, and welcome back to Handmade by Vaishnav, where I post arts, college, and lifestyle content. Don't forget to hit that notification bell below so you don't miss out on any future videos, and also don't forget to subscribe. And now, let's get on with the video. So today I thought I'd test something new and try out viral pop-up cards from 5 Minute Crafts. I thought, why not put these cards to the test, see if they're really that easy and simple, and attempt to do them in under 5 minutes. If you want to see how the cards turned out, then keep watching. Okay, so I have all my supplies here, and I'm going to start out the very first card. We're basically going to be pasting together these two semicircle shaped cards, this being where we're going to write the greeting. And so I'm going to be using Elmer's Glue to paste them together. Let's see how this goes. Okay, so there we go. And, okay, pasting it on. And let's see how it goes. So we're gonna move on to the next part. For the cones, here I have 5 2x2 pieces of paper that I'm gonna be rolling up and trimming and then adding to this. Let's see how this goes. You gotta really roll it up, but it doesn't seem to be working. Whew. That looks like a cannoli to me. That does not look right. I don't even know how they do it. Okay, now we're gonna paste this. Paste the edge. Why are you not sticking? What is happening? Hey guys, so editing Vaishna here from the future. So this card took a lot longer than I thought it would. It hasn't officially crossed the 5-minute mark. It got pretty dark after this because we be in California and it is smoky. I ended up having to stop and restart the filming, but I'm just gonna save you guys all the time and we're gonna fast forward to the very end. So we added the flowers, and this is my finished product. I know, it looks a little rough. I started out great, but after a while, it just started going downhill. But for what could be done in 5 minutes, clearly, this is all I could do. We can move on to the next card. So here we have the supplies for the next card, so let's just get on with it. So we start with this piece of card, 1 heart to the very bottom. So I'm going to attach it again with a trusty Elmer's Glue. So let's attach this heart. I'm trying to go a little bit more speedy this time because the last one did not end well. Trying to go as fast as I can. So that one's down. All right, so we're basically supposed to draw lines 1 centimeter apart above this, but we're first gonna draw 1 line right above the heart. Okay, now let's measure 1 centimeter.
I've been feeling so down, yeah.
Now we're gonna place the rest of the hearts on as well. Again, Elmer's Glue. Let's do this as fast as we can.
By the card, the June blues. Yeah, I wanna drown myself inside the juice. Yeah, you know I keep on running from the truth. Was that not? I'm just a lonely fucking you. Now when I...
So I pasted all of these, but I realized that it's supposed to be kind of raised up a little. So I'm just gonna raise each heart up just a little bit.
Don't fill it up. Why it's getting colder when the sun come out.
So after that, we're gonna be folding this best we can. So I finished pasting all the hearts. So now all I'm gonna do is add this to the top of the card right here. And we'll see how it goes. This tutorial makes everything seem so easy. When you actually do it, when you try to do it in 5 minutes, it's a whole other story. So now it's time to glue down this card. Okay, so now we're basically supposed to be pasting these so we can have like a movable sort of aspect.
Don't fill it up. Why it's getting colder when the sun come out.
We're gonna cut it off as fast as we can. Okay. Gotta use all that pressure just to make it stick down. So there we have it. And I don't think I have enough time to write the greeting. So let's try see how it's actually gonna turn out. Okay, so when we try it out, it looks okay, if you ask me. It works, but it doesn't stick. So it may look like a total fail, but the functionality of that card seemed pretty good for 5 minutes. Let's see how the third card turns out. Let's go. For the 8-bit heart card, I have these 3 components, which is the cutout for the 8-bit heart, the red paper, and the white paper. So let's get started. So we're gonna be using Post-it tape to basically tape on the stencil. Here we go, and here we go. Let's get started with cutting each of these lines.
Waste away, don't know what life about. Another day go by, don't know what got me down. June blues, yeah, I got the June blues, yeah. Walk down like who you, yeah. It's something you get used to, yeah. Go back to June blues, yeah. It's just the June blues, yeah. Walk down like who you, yeah. Just something you get used to. Breaking news got me breaking. I was present, hopeless, praying. Struck down at 20, plenty left to put behind you. You ain't peaked, never speaking, now they speaking about you, leave it alone. Hope you grinning while you watch your bros on some so.
Okay, rip off the tape. Not rip off. Let's go. It's time to pinch up each of these lines one by one. It looks like the top ones need a little more elbow grease, but that is fine. How about now? Out, and we're going to cut this right here with our trusty card cutter. Okay, I may have cut it a little too extra, but that is okay because I can just cut down this.
Blues, yeah, I wanna drown myself inside the
use the card cutter again, but we are still going strong and trying to go as fast as possible. So we have the card. We have the second card. Now all we have to do is paste it on well. Make sure that this is sticking on right. This is sticking on right, and it didn't work as much, but it does have some lift to it. And in the 5 minutes or close to 5 minutes that I did this, it kind of tore too. So I guess for the effort of 5 minutes, seems pretty okay. Now, in a normal card, under normal circumstances, I probably would have put in a lot more time and effort for this to stand up. But for our challenge, this is what we have. Now we're gonna go to the reflection portion where we see what we learned from this challenge that we've done. Woohoo! We finally made it to the end of the 5 Minutes Crafts challenge. So what can we take away from this challenge? Let's find out. The majority of the instructions for the first video was pretty vague. And 5 Minute Crafts, in its name, says that it is a 5-minute craft. And did it take 5 minutes? No. However, despite all the pitfalls, there was definitely some sort of product at the end that looked somewhat similar to what was actually in the video. So I would say it's probably a 5 out of 10. When I tried out the waterfall heart card, I was definitely able to have that waterfall effect with the hearts. So I would say it's not a complete fail. So considering the clarity of the instructions, the functionality of the card, and overall the look of the card, I would give it a 7 out of 10. Finally, for the 8-bit heart card, we found that the instructions were pretty clear and straightforward, and it seemed like a pretty easy card to do in 5 minutes. When I attempted it, it kind of went a little downhill from there. It didn't come out completely how we expected. So I didn't record this part before, but I'm going to say it here. So what I'm trying to say is that the card didn't really turn out as expected, but it did have some lift to it. So I would give it a rating of at least 7 out of 10. And if you think otherwise on any of these ratings, definitely comment down below what you think I should rate this card. As you can see, 2 out of 3 times 5 Minute Crafts has lived up to its namesake. I would say it was definitely a very exciting experience. I would love to do it again if I had the chance. If you guys would like to see more videos like this, definitely comment down below. And until next time, goodbye.